Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. I'm Connie Douglas from Great Stamping with Connie. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator coming to you live from my craft studio in Wasaga Beach, Ontario, Canada. Welcome to Craft Spot, Wednesday afternoon at 4 o'clock. Most weeks, not always, there's always an exception, right? To every rule, there is an exception, but most weeks I'm here at 4 o'clock on a Wednesday afternoon, just sharing something. Sometimes it's just a bundle or some pretty paper, maybe a fun fold, perhaps a technique, something. It's just a little craft spot and hopefully some inspiration for you. So if you are joining me live, do say hello. Let me know that you're here and where you are joining me from. And if you're watching the replay, well, you can still say hello. I always like to see who dropped by and leave any comments, any thoughts on the cards, anything that you like, any ideas that you have for something that you would like to see in the future. I'm, I do this for you. So if there's something that you would like me to share, let me know. I'll do my best. Okay, what is going on? Girls Getaway Weekend. It's like 2 weeks from tomorrow, and I got an email from the venue today saying we've sent the contract papers again. You don't have to fill them out, but we've made some changes, and we need some information sooner. So now they want to know all the final numbers and allergies and who's sleeping in which rooms and who's sitting where in the dining hall so they can get the tables and everything set up for us. So I have been trying to hammer down all those details and everything. So um, but if you have not registered for the Girls Getaway Weekend and you would like to join us, it's in Stayner, Ontario. It is a full weekend, all day, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 10 till Sunday at 2. So the best part of the whole weekend. And it is incredible fun. It's a wonderful weekend. Tons of really awesome ladies that come and craft and chat and laugh and eat really great food that we didn't have to cook and we don't have to do the dishes for. So it's all good stuff. Anyway, if you want more information, I have sent it out in email. So hopefully you're on my email list and you have the details in your email, or it is posted on social media. So if you go to Great Stamping with Connie on my Facebook page, you will see information there. And if you're struggling with any of that, reach out to me. You can find me everywhere at Great Stamping with Connie. So I'd be happy to answer any questions, and I'd love to have you register and come along with us. And then after that, February 21st and 22nd, we have our online global retreat, and that is for demonstrators from around the world. We have Terry from Rustic Barn Cards in the United States, Sarah from Handmade After Dark in Australia, and Louise from Lou's Colorful Crafts in England. So we've got it covered. Oh, and me, Connie from Great Stamping with Connie in Canada. But that's also a great 2-day event, all online. So you can be anywhere and do that. So Mary, hello. So nice to see you. Okay, I am going to drop this down to the craft area and we can get started. Oh, you're going to Toronto. Gosh, you should be going to Angus. And then you could have come. You could have come to Stainer because it's really close to Angus. Okay. So today I have a couple of cards that I was going to make while we are together using this and Terrific Toadstools. What a fun bundle this is. It is a stamp and punch bundle. So anyway, yeah, great bundle. The later one in February. Yes, maybe. It is all online, Mary, so you can do it from anywhere and it's all recorded. So yeah, the online retreat is, it's always fun to join while we are doing things live, but if you're not available for some of the sessions, because I'll be honest, some of the sessions are not at the best times for Canada because we have to accommodate Australia and the UK. So we try to put some at a good time for everyone, which means some of our times are not terrific. 5 a.m. kind of rate. We haven't even discussed all that yet. So anyway, but everything is recorded, so you can always go back and watch it later. Yes, Terrific Toadstools. And I am also going to be using the Toadstool Gardens Designer Series paper that we have uh, looked at before. I think I have at least some of the pages here. And this is all bright, happy, fun colors of Designer Series paper. And you can get this for free during Celebration, which is on right now. So with any $75 purchase of absolutely anything, you can select a free Celebration item. And this is one of the ones that you may choose. There are lots of others. There's stamps and paper and embellishments and ribbon, and there's a stamp and die bundle that is currently out of stock, but it's supposed to be back next week. So yeah, lots and lots of fun things to choose from Celebration. So it really helps you stretch your crafting dollar. We love Celebration. It's one of the biggest sales Stampin' Up! Does each year. So, okay, let's do some crafting, shall we? So I would show you this card, but I haven't actually made a sample of it yet. So here we go. You're going to see the card as we go. Starting with a thick, basic white standard card base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4.25. And I'm just going to fold that in half and give it a really nice press with my bone folder. Did you see how I'm kind of using my thumb? It's getting stronger. The swelling is gone, the bruising is almost gone, and I'm starting to get some strength back in it. So this is all good news. And for anybody that wasn't with me last week, skier's thumb. I fell during a training session, and you know, when you're holding your poles and you let go, you tend to go down like this, and then you strain your thumb. And yep, that's what I did. Mary needs to make a purchase. You love free stuff, don't we? All love free stuff. Yes, I need to buy something so I can get free stuff. I totally get how you think, Mary, and I love it. But speaking of which, if you need some help placing an order, just let me know. Reach out to me, and I will do what I can to help you. We can jump on a Zoom if we need be, or I can answer your questions or whatever. Happy to help. Granny Apple Green cardstock, 5.25 by 4. I also have a Granny Apple Green circle, and this is 2.5 inches. I have a basic white circle, and that is 2 3/8 inches. And then I have some series paper. It's all 5.25. These two strips are 3/4. And this one, I kind of forget, is 2 3/8. So that's just all going to go into here is the theory. Did I cut it wrong? Oh, maybe there's no gap in the middle. There we go. Yep, it'll fit. It will fit if I put it all touching. I could make this one a little bit smaller and have some, you know what? I'm going to cut this one a little bit smaller just so I can have a little bit of a gap. So bring in my trimmer here. So right now it's 2 3/8. If I make it, I think I'm going to make it 2 1/8. And that'll give a little gap in between, 1/8 of an inch. Is that really 2 and 3? Yes. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Okay. It just looked like I was taking off quite a bit. It's not really that much, but hopefully it's okay. Although I have my pack of paper close by if if it's too small, but I think it'll be all right. Put it up into here. Oh, now all of a sudden it looks like we have a big gap, but I think it's going to be okay. There we go, like that. I like it. Okay, let's stick this stuff down, shall we, before we mess anything else up? Okay. Bring in my silicone mat just in case I go over the edge. Thought this was kind of interesting. So the leaves clearly are upside down here, but the toadstools are right side up. I don't know whether they usually do the paper that way. I thought it was always, up was up on both sides. Not that it matters, you're only using one side at a time, but just I thought that was interesting when I cut it. I noticed that I was cutting it on the toadstool side, and then I flipped it over and it's like, oh, the leaves are upside down. Okay. So celebration is on now, and along with purchasing, if you have orders from friends or if you want to get a group of friends together and everybody puts in an order, everybody that orders $75 will be able to select a free celebration item. And if the total of all your friends gets to $375, you will get an additional $37.50 in host rewards. So even more rewards going on. So there's just lots of good reasons to share crafting during celebration. Well, there's lots of good reasons to share crafting anytime, but especially during celebration. Oh, now see, look, this does look too big. Oh, because I'm putting it in the wrong place. Oh my goodness. It's not even supposed to go on the card base. It's supposed to go on the green cardstock. Gonna be one of those days. Okay. Hopefully I can get this guy off of here. Come on, baby. And hopefully my green cardstock covers that. Okay. Now I have sticky fingers. Actually, I have the chamois for my glass mat. I actually remembered to moisten it today. And it is awesome for cleaning glue off of your glass mat or your fingers. So there we go. That's better. I'm going to put a little more glue onto here just because some of what I had put on before is now on my card base. And I will just do that. Okay. Let's try this again, shall we? On the proper paper. And the gap should not be nearly as large this time. Oh, wow, it's really sticky. But why does it look like it's so long? Okay. It's going to be close to the top and bottom. Okay. Super sticky when you've, because some of that glue was sitting there drying while I was fixing my errors, the error of my ways. Just going to put a little bit more glue on here just so it slides if I need it to. There we go. Okay. Whoop. Now let's not put it on upside down. But there we go. Okay. Put that down a little bit. There we go. That fits better with a nicer gap. And I think we're fine. I think this is going to cover all of where I have glue. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to put this onto here right now, just so I don't, don't mess up anymore or something. See, don't I, when I do the little blurb for CraftSpot, I always say join my crafting adventure because, there's always some sort of an adventure, isn't there? There we go. There we go. And there's no sticky stuff exposed. Yay! Okay, all is good again. Okay. Now I'm going to do some stamping on here. So let me bring in some inks and my stamps. So I pecan pie, pumpkin pie. I should have peach pie, right? And we could just have a big pie fest. But I have melon mambo. And I'm going to bring in my Stampin' Pierce mat, my foam mat, just to put some cushioning on. I find these, I mean, it happens with all photopolymers, but I find these stamps really do need that extra cushioning to get a nice impression. So uh, just just letting you know. Okay, and then I am going to stamp my stem 3 times. So I'm going to start with one in the middle. And I want him up just a tiny bit. And then I'm going to stamp it over here on a little bit of an angle. Maybe I think I'm going to bring in a scrap of paper just so I don't, because I don't want the stem at the very bottom. I'm going to cover the bottom with a sentiment bit, but I don't want I don't want I don't want stems sticking out the bottom, I don't think. So there we go. Okay. So there's the stems. And let me just clean this off. That cleaned up. And then I am going to come in with my melon mambo. And I'm going to bring in these little, so it's a 3 for stamp and it's a 3 for mushroom, or 3 for stem and 3 for mushroom top. So you only have to stamp once to get all 3 mushrooms on the stem. Kind of fun, kind of handy, quick and easy. And we're going to clean that off. And I'm going to do the other 2 with pumpkin pie. Oh, okay. We're just going to put these guys over here. These guys over here. There we go. Lots of happy little toadstools. I should have had that even higher, shouldn't I? Could have been even bigger. Yeah, but it will be okay. And then I have a scrap of Melon Mambo cardstock. And we are going to do a little bit of heat embossing. So I have my white embossing powder. And where'd my sentiment go? Here we go. You are magical is the sentiment that I have selected. And somewhere, here we go, we have Versamark ink. So just going to, I'm going to cut around the sentiment. So you can just use any scrap. Get my embossing powder on there. Okay. And then I like to just use a little brush. You can use a makeup brush, a paint brush. You can use your fingers. I just find so I need something that I can get a little bit closer with than my fingers to get any excess powder off of there. Okay, so put the lid on that. And I'm going to put the lid on this, just because we do not need embossing powder being thrown around the room. That would be messy. That's if you spill embossing powder, you can scrape it off of your desk or whatever, but if it's on the floor, you need to get out the vacuum. I don't even know that a broom would work. So okay, now I do not have my tinfoil board here. And I have this, I think it'll be okay. I'm just going to turn it on. I think the sound is okay. I think it gets filtered out. And hopefully you can still hear me. I'm just going to warm this up a little bit. And then I can hold this up here and maybe you will be able to see it transform. Not sure if it'll show up on camera or not because it's white. But sure I can see it. It's getting warm. Oh, there it goes. There we go. Whoops. Didn't quite get the bottom. You can tell if you have it all heated or not. Let me just make sure. Because it goes shiny when you actually are melting the embossing powder. So hopefully I have that all okay. Usually, as I said, I have a clipboard with foil on it, and I put it on foil so that it doesn't, the heat can make your cardstock warp and bend. So if you have it on foil, then it heats from the bottom and the top, and it tends to stay flatter. But this was just a small piece, and it's fine. Plus, I'm going to cut it out anyway, so it's all good. My friend Bev is here helping me get ready for the girls' getaway weekend, and she just just brought me the clipboard with the foil on, but that's okay. We're finished now, so it worked out fine. But if you're going to do multiple pieces, or if you have something a little bit larger, it's great to have somewhere to clip it so that you don't burn your fingers, and it does help keep your paper flat. So that's the magic of that. I always find this getting down in this way a little bit tricky, so it's cut some of my excess cardstock off so I'm not fighting with it. Uh-huh. Okay, so there is our sentiment ready to go. And I'm going to put that right onto the bottom here. I think I'm going to put this on here first, and then I can get it centered. I'm just going to put ribbon on here. I was going to wrap a bow around this green piece, but I got so distracted by all the gluing of the wrong bits in the wrong places. I forgot, but that's okay. We'll just tie a bow, and it will be almost the same as if I wrapped the ribbon around. We'll pretend I wrap the ribbon around. Okay. So this is just a narrow border because it's not a full 1/4 inch difference in size. And then this is small. So I think I'm going to have to cut something quite tiny for it. But this one, whoops, we can put a couple of these many dimensionals on there. And but then I think this, let's see, it might be narrow enough. I might have to trim it a little. see from the edge here. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna trim some of these little peaks off of here to make it just a little bit narrower. You know what? You're working with a thin piece when you have to trim your mini dimensionals. Go. And now, but I was gonna say, now I'm gonna find that it dangles over the edge too much and these dimensionals aren't even gonna stick to anything, but I think we're okay. Whoops. I should stay in the camera, shouldn't I? Okay. This is my current host code, by the way. If you are interested in placing an order with me, I would greatly appreciate it. And if you would use that host code, even better. There we go. And then this is going to go onto here. Just need to what do I want to cover up? What do I want to not cover up? I think I'm going to put this up high, put them over here, and then you'll still see that nice toadstool at the bottom. So here's the ribbon that I was going to use. Grab my ribbon scissors. Oops, those are not my ribbon scissors. These are my ribbon scissors. Do you have a pair of dedicated ribbon scissors? I find it very helpful to get a nice sharp pair of scissors and dedicate it just to ribbon because cutting paper dulls your ribbon. It's like if anybody that sews, they have sewing scissors, and the kids are never allowed to touch the sewing scissors because the kids are cutting things that will totally dull the scissors, and then they won't cut fabric nicely. So I always remember that from my mom, but I have scissors in my sewing basket. Not that I'm a seamstress, but I do have scissors that are in there that are only for sewing things. And here I have ribbon. Okay, so he hasn't been here all day. And like I said, my friend Bev is here helping me. And she said, I haven't seen Oscar all day. He's probably going to come when you go live. And look, there he is. You have to go over here, my boy. Whoop. He's not really interested in being over there. So at least he's not on the table anymore. There we go. And then I think we'll just put that here. It would have just kind of gone there if we wrapped it around anyway. So, okay. And I think I'm going to pop this whole thing up on dimensionals just to give it a little more popping wow dimension. No. So now he's up on the table helping Bev with her stuff. They kind of get it in their head that they want to be up and they want to be near you and they want to, you know, all the things that cats do. So, yeah, but now it's her problem, not mine. Just gonna put that out there. And then we maybe don't need gems with this, but it's not really about needing gems. It's really more about wanting gems. And look, we have these fun. What are they called? Sunny Day iridescent dots. Look at those. Woohoo! And they happen to be in melon mambo and pumpkin pie. So, of course, they are perfect. So you decide if we want pumpkin pie or melon mambo. I think we need the dark of the melon mambo, don't we? Let's use that. Okay. I have lost. Oh, hello. Look who's back. You, my boy, are in the way. You're in the camera. Nobody can see anything when you stand there. So why don't you go back here? There we go. He goes up on my shoulders, which is not a terrible place for him to be. So I think I'm just going to come in here with these. Oh, we have Oh, these are actually the small ones, and then we have even bigger ones. These are very large, aren't they? That's just a whole lot of bling. There, we'll do that. There we go. Okay, I did cut to do another card, but our half hour seems to have escaped. It probably somebody messed up at the beginning and had to undo and redo and some of that. But shall I try and this other card might be quick. Let's see. So same paper from the same pack, different pattern. And oh, I was going to show you the punch, wasn't I? Because we didn't use the punch on that first card. So let me just, so this is really a like super easy fold. This is 8 1/4 and it's scored at 5.5. So 8 1/4 by 4 1/4. It's 8 1/4 by 4 1/4, scored at 5.5, and it just folds up. And then we have another piece that is 8.5 by 3. Okay, and that is going to fold in half. Let me grab my poem folder here. And it is just going to go kind of sort of, we have to build it, but it's just going to kind of go like this. So it's just going to be an easy, fun fold. This designer series paper is 5 1/4 by 4. And I'm going to put it right on the back inside. Here. I'm using fresh freesia for my card base. Go, and then this piece is 4 by 2.5, and it's going to go on the front. It's just the back of it's the back of the front. It's the other side of the same paper, same piece, same design. So it is going to go. I'm actually going to do this so it will lay flatter. There we go. And then, so one of these pieces is for inside my card. And, oh, Pat, really? What are you doing here? Okay, just go right down. Come, keep going. There we go. Thank you. Okay, scrap of white. I did have one. And I'm just going to stamp a couple of toadstools in. I'm going to stamp 2 stems. And this time I'm using smoky slate for my stems. Last time I used pecan pie. This time I'm going to use smoky slate. Come in here. Going to come in here. And I'm doing that because I know that these punch at the edge of the punch. So you have to go right into you have to be really close to this edge to punch the stems. I've done it a time or two. Okay, and then I have fresh freesia. And I'm going to stamp one toadstool top in fresh freesia. Oh. There we go. And then I'm going to stamp one toadstool top in Melon Mambo. Let's borrow this from the last card. No, I've made both of these the same. There are different toadstools that you can use, but I just went with the same ones here. Now, the punch. So I am going to cut this off of my paper. And I'm going to cut these off. And I'm going to go right across, partly because I have a little mark on there, but then I will also have a handle to punch those out. And then this, you can see, comes way in, all the way down to the bottom here. I can't quite get it. I need to cut this a little bit deeper. Maybe I can do this one first and then it may fit. Yes, we can do this one. Oh, we've got toadstool bits flying everywhere. And then we can just cut this a little bit deeper, but leave some for a handle to hold. You'll notice with this toadstool punch that it doesn't leave a white border and things. Many of our punches, when you punch them, you get a white border around whatever it is you punched. But this punch is different, and it actually is a little bit smaller than the stamped image. So you don't have any white around your punched pieces. So just a little different. There we go. We got bits of paper flying everywhere here. We'll get those out of the way. Okay. Then I am going to set this aside, and we're gonna build that on here. I think what I'm going to do is build these guys. I'm going to trim the tops just a little bit. I find the stem just a little bit long often. I usually trim a tiny bit off the top. I just like it a little bit shorter. Now I just cut them both about the same. I probably should have left one long, but maybe we'll make one even shorter. We'll see. And I'm going to put my sentiment at the bottom here, right about there. And this sentiment, it says, hopping up to say hello. I think I'm going to do it in, oops, I think I should come up here a little bit, shouldn't I? I'll do it in Melon Mambo if I can figure out where I put the ink. Oh, there we go. Okay. Straight. Probably have a better chance of getting my sentiment straight. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to build my toadstools. Oh, look, I didn't punch that guy quite right. He's got a little bit of white showing here. Just going to trim that off. And I'm going to put just the tiniest speck of glue at the center bottom here. And that, hopefully, that's too much on that one. So I'm just going to wipe a little bit off. That will just hold our stems on. Because this is our liquid multi-purpose glue, it is super sticky. I just need to give it a little bit of a minute to dry. But while we do that, whoops, I'm just going to push these over to the side here. And then I will bring in this piece and do I want to put anything on there? I could, where's my stamp set? What do we have? Oh, look, we could put a little bug there or a little mini toadstool. I haven't used some of those. Okay, let's do this little mini toadstool with this little mini stem. Okay, where is my smoking slate? That's what I'm using for the stems on this card. I'm getting some strength back in my thumb, but I still can't open some of these ink. So I'm just going to do that in smoky slate. And where did my red freesia go? Here we go. Oh, yeah. I don't know that I should be working my thumb or resting my thumb, but I've been trying to work it mostly, so I hope that's a good thing. Take this one off of here so I can see what I'm doing. Put that right there. Oh, that's cute. That's teeny weeny and cute. Okay. Okay, and then this piece is going to go inside our card. Okay, my desk is getting a little bit overloaded with stuff. Okay. We'll put this inside here. And then I can build this whole, the rest of this card. This is I'm going to put adhesive on the back, and then we'll just kind of center it top and bottom. Let's just do the adhesive thing on here. And I'm just going to fold this and kind of get it coming into place right about there. There we go. And then we have this, and I think I'm just going to do this. Just going to kind of put them on there over the whole area. So we'll pop them up with some dimensionals. Here we go. I think we need these little super skinny guys again for that stem, right? I wonder if I can cut everything here. A little fiddly. Maybe I should have used a big one and cut a strip off of it, but anyway, this will work. I'm just getting little sticky bits everywhere. Don't. Okay. So now we have two little bits that hopefully will go on the stem and not go over the edges. There we go. I think we're good. Okay, and I'm just going to put a couple onto the tops to hold them in place. There we go. So that in there. This out. And these little backs a bother to get off sometimes. I'm not always as good with my take your pick tool, especially on these little itty bitty cut pieces, but that one came off quite nicely. See, makes a liar out of you every single one. Here we go. Okay, and so oop, he's cat fur. Who knew? I'm just gonna put one of them there. Oops, am I low maybe, eh? And one of them. There one a little bigger gap between them. I could put the other one up a little bit, couldn't I? Maybe that would be easier. It seems to be not quite stuck as much. No, I want this one down closer to my sentiment. There we go. There, that works. And then I am just going to put adhesive on the back of this. And we will be good to go. That just fits right onto there. There we go. And then I think we're going to use the same gems. Maybe. Kind of need something in fresh freesia. I think I have some. Oh, we have these. Those are fresh freesia. These are also a celebration item. So with your $75 order, you could choose those if you wish. They might be the choice. Let me just take a quick flip through, see what else I have in here. I don't think I have anything that I like. Oh, well, maybe I lied. Here we do have fresh freesia. These. Okay, maybe these. These are the tinsel gems, the 3-pack. So there's a 3-pack and a 4-pack, and they're all different colors. So that's 7 different colors. So that covers a lot of your gem needs. I'm just going to put these guys right. Maybe I'm going to put one more big one down here. There. There we go. Those are better than the others. I could have used the melon mambo, but this card is very purple, so I didn't think the melon mambo was quite the right choice, but the fresh freesia are. So there we go. I'll get this piece of scrap out of the way. Card 1, card 2. This needs a little persuasion to not stick down, but stay down. The other thing, if you have cards that are, sort of popping up, stick them under something heavy overnight. It makes a huge difference. Ask me how I know that. Okay, so there we go. We did get 2 cards done. It took a little longer. I apologize, but hopefully you like the cards. It's such a fun bundle. Just how cute is all of this? Look at that little toadstool. And the paper is so much fun too. And you can get the paper for free with your $75 order. The bundle isn't going to cost you $75. You're going to have to add some other things to your order, but you could order the bundle and you would be on your way. So those are the cards for today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope that you like the cards. I hope you if you have this bundle, give them a try and You've probably, if you haven't played, if you have the Terrific Toadstools bundle and you haven't played with it yet, get it out. It's lots of fun. You'll have fun with it. It's really cute stuff. Okay, I am back tomorrow night for mystery stamping, but that's on Zoom. So you have to be on my mailing list in order to play along with that. So if you are not on my mailing list, go to greatstampingwithconnie.com and join my mailing list so that you get all the info about what's going on, when and where. And then I will be back on Facebook Monday morning, next Monday morning at 10 a.m. Okay, that's it for now. Have an awesome rest of your day, however much of it is, and we will see you all again really soon. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.